was drawn to music and sound and song because that is what helps me with my own well-being. I've always had music in my life. Looking back, it's always sort of been a place for me to go, particularly when I don't feel I've got a voice, when I'm really struggling and I just can't really communicate. You can communicate with music. Music can have a lot of benefits for people. There's this sort of connection. There's something about playing music in a room with other people. Also, it lights up lots of different areas of the brain and it gives the whole brain a workout. It can lift your mood. I've worked with both older adults and younger children, and I wanted to bring the two together. It has affected their well-being. When you've got dementia, older memories and their childhood memories, they stay, so they're able to directly relate to the children. They can go back to that and it actually makes them feel calmer. As soon as the children arrive, they're so focused on the children, singing nursery rhymes, being childlike, physically and mentally as well. They just seem so engaged, much more animated. Their inhibitions have just gone and it's so lovely to see. Everyone loved the bubbles. How I've not had a bubble machine until now, I don't know. And then when everybody's gone, they go back to being like, what do I need to do? Where am I going? Whereas we don't have any of that at all during the sessions. One lady, their husband comes to visit. He said, thank you so much for putting these sessions on because she's so much calmer on a Friday when the babies have been. And I was like, oh, my heart, it's melted.
One of the things that I like about clay is the fact that it is a very tactile material. I think clay and body are very closely linked. And obviously MS is a very physical experience for people. So it felt like it would be a perfect way to encapsulate what it's like for my dad. I did think of it when the funding was available. It triggered that idea. As soon as I thought about it, I did think I need to do this. Art is powerful for storytelling because it almost gives you access to a visual language that can connect to different things that we understand on a level that can be deeper than something that can be spoken. Creating a visual legacy has been a really positive aspect of this. It gives both me and my dad, and I think anyone else that looks at it, something quite tangible that's made about something which is very intangible. I've also made prints of my dad's fingers. That felt quite impactful for me because I thought, even when my dad's not around, there's going to be something which is part of him. It made him very happy to have me making a project that was related to him. It had a very positive effect on his well-being. Obviously, he can't use his hands himself, but having someone make something that represents an experience that he's having, it's a big help. One of the things that he describes is that movement for him feels like he's moving through a thick material like cotton wool. That's what the hand on the top is, and then the cotton wool is below it. That one reflects more the physical difficulty with MS. I am endlessly impressed with him and his ability to stay so positive. I think especially because MS is one of those conditions that it's a gradual decline, so there's a lot of loss, a lot of grief when you have something internal and it needs to be externalized. Not everyone can do that for themselves. So I'm a bit of a proxy in the middle, allowing his experiences to be seen, and I think he's really happy about that.
One of the participants said that it was something for her to leave the room for, that otherwise she would just stay in her room all day.
The week that we did poetry, I was quite worried about that week because poetry can be quite polarising. But actually that was the week that everybody felt confident sharing their work.
It's really good for self-esteem, really, to be in the spotlight and get to talk about themselves. They want to be listened to. And even though I was there to take photos, I was there to listen and chat as well.
One woman said that she had put down on paper words that she had been holding for years, and the release that gave her, and to be with other women who just got it was such an impact, and it felt really, really important that they had this safe space to do that in.